Maheepathi Talks. As you know that we have been doing a lot of sessions by inviting the eminent personalities and intellectuals who are expert in their area and making the student community as well as learner community as well as the adults who can make their life better, happier and healthier and wealthier. And today we have got one more most intellectual person in the arena of soft skills English language teaching, who is none other than K. Gurucharan, Kocherla Gurucharan, who is a teaching, working as a teacher at Telangana Model School, who teaches for ninth class to 12th class students at college, junior college in Telangana Model School. Apart from that, he also takes lot of sessions for the training the teachers and also training any employees on soft skills areas, language skills, And he is there always. He's a man of sharing and caring. I can say that. No, he loves the society a lot, and he spends a lot of time in making the downtrodden sessions, especially the people who are not able to pay money and learn things. He's always there to help them out. There's been a lot of work on the digital media also. No, he has got his own YouTube channel where he invites people and he motivates. I've seen many students, from the rural area, government schools, model school, where he just like that make them, it's a magic he has got, He makes them, motivate them to speak and make them more happier and healthier and successful. I'm very honored to invite Gurucharan for this series related to the career management, and now he's going to talk about the stepping into a new phase of life. I would like to know that which is that new phase of life and how we are going to make things happen. Now I invite K. Gurucharan, PGT English, TGMS Anjipuram, Surapet district, to take the session and make the people more happier, healthier, wealthier and successful, both career wise and also the growth wise. Over to you, Guru Charan.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Good evening, sir, and good evening, all of you. That was very wonderful, sir. I am very happy for your extraordinary introduction, sir. I am really very honored to have such a wonderful words about me. And I don't think all are right, but I give my best wherever I am. I believe that giving the best is the best policy for serving anything. So I am very honored to be called for this session, sir, because there are many platforms which work for their self motive, but this platform is really working for the students. Either it is urban or rural, a student is a student and he has to get some information from different sources. And really appreciate, sir, for this wonderful initiative of Maheepathi Talks. Thank you very much, sir, for calling me for this session. And today is the best session, I think, because most of the time students, not only student, everybody in their phase of life, they feel that they need to be cared or they need to be going forward. So this is how they think most of the time. So that is why I thought, as we have completed one academic year and we started the academic year right now in the June. So for us, especially for the schools and junior colleges, and there are many other colleges or engineering college, maybe engineering colleges, any college, any student completing 1 year and going to the next year, and completing one academic year and going to the next academic year is a big task, big challenge. That is one area why I have taken this topic. And the second thing, most of the parents, if they are not satisfied with one school or one college or one course, they change their school, college, and course of their students, of their children. So this is also, there is a change, lot of change. And these are the changes that we initiate ourselves. Either it may be a parent or maybe a student or maybe a teacher. So change is common for all the students and for all the teachers also. Even for the teachers, as a teaching community, there are a lot many trainings which went on this, especially this summer. We have undergone 5 days orientation training. So for even for teachers also, every academic year is a change, is a challenge. So how we prepare ourselves as a teachers, and the same manner how students prepare themselves for upcoming academic year is a real challenge for each and every student. So that is the reason how you welcome the change in your life, especially for the students who have completed their ssc. Till then they are in ssc, so school system. Now for the first time they are entering into the college system. So there will be lot of changes, there will be lot of differences from school to college. And even if we see their physical change also, there will be a lot of changes. So I'm not going to talk about the physical changes that happen during this season, but I would like to talk how they have to focus on their behavior, attitude, and that change that I'll focus more on my talk. And this talk is all about embracing change, how you welcome change uh, by preparing yourself. Because every time, every year, forget about year, every day or every minute is a new chapter that is waiting for us. So this talk is especially for the students who are really stepping into the new phase of life. What exactly the phase of life I mean to say here is, I have finished, one student finished 10th class and trying to join in junior college. And there is a lot of talk goes on in the home, first of all, because they have to select the school, college, branch, and the which branch, which place. They will do lot of exercise, either parents with the support of teachers, with the support of well-wishers and relatives. And after taking a lot of discussion, they come out with a solution that this particular college is good for our student, and this particular branch or group is good for our student. This is how the parents would come out with a solution. And that solution, sometimes that particular student may be a part of the discussion or may not be a part of discussion, but ultimately the student has to face that phase of life. So when this particular decision is told to the student, even if the student is ready or not ready, he has to take that phase very seriously, right? Because if he doesn't, or if she doesn't, and that is where there are so many problems are coming out. So this talk especially focuses on the students who have to do some work to face or to continue their next life or next phase of life in the proper manner. So this is how my talk is all about. So so we have to understand as a student or as a teacher, as an individual, as a human being, that so change is always a part of life. So there is a saying that if we don't change, others will change you. So that is what, no, we have to change, because change is part of life. So whenever we have completed or we complete ssc, intermediate, or we go to engineering or any other further studies, higher studies, so this is where we think a lot. So recently, our SSC batch also, we had 72 students. Out of 72 students, I spoke with all 72 students. When I interacted with them, so they are very eager to go to join new colleges, new courses. And when I asked, why are you going to new college and new courses, and they are telling, sir, college life is very beautiful, sir. College life we can enjoy, sir. So that is how they imagine what exactly the college life is all about. But what exactly the college life is, that is when they step into it, then they will understand. So change is a part. We cannot deny the fact that it is a part of everyone's life, either it's student or everybody. So when any student stepping into a new world, either college, hostel, new friends, new responsibilities, and these are all the things when we go to college. So college is new, hostel is new, friends are also from different places, different backgrounds, and we have our own responsibility. Sometimes, no, you may be a day scholar in school, but now you move to hostel. Now you are no more day scholar, you are a hostler, so you have to have some responsibility. So this is how we are going to talk about that also, and how to adjust in these new environments. All are new environments, how to adjust. After adjustment, how we have to grow. So our target is something else, right? Not only adjusting in the hostel, but we have our own academic challenges, academic tasks, academic targets to reach. So how we have to grow in the academics, that is also very very important, and that also we are going to talk. And how we can manage this entire transition period, so this change period from school to college, junior college, or from junior college to university, or anything else for that matter. So this is how one student should get adjusted with environment, either it is new college, school, college, hostel, friends, or responsibility, what kind of responsibilities that particular student should focus on. Now these are all the things that we slightly talk about. I will not take much time. So when we focus what exactly, this is what the topic is, right? What exactly the change is. So what is a change? Yeah, change for a student is moving to a new college or new town, new city is a change. Till then, or till now, that particular student is very comfortable with the parents, or very comfortable with the nearby school, or very comfortable with the surrounding friends, surrounding environment. So now there is a great change that is happening in the life of the student at the teenage. So he is moving to a new college, a new city. It is this is a change, real change for a student. And the next one, start staying in the hostel. So we all know that hostels are not as comfortable as our houses or homes. So hostel is a hostel, how costly it may be. It never replaces the house because it never has parents. So that is the reason staying in hostel is really challenging and changing, and away from home. And we whenever we talk about the hostels, when they come for the first time to any hostel, after 1 month, homesick holidays. So this is what it happens. So because students, they miss lot many things in the hostels. At the same time, they gain so many things which they will never gain at their homes. And the next, leaving close friends behind. This is also changing. This is the great change. So I've seen many students from going from 10th class. So they started crying after their final examinations. You know why? Next year they will not be there in the same school. So they understood that there will be a change in the next year. Then they started crying because they lose their friends for the next academic year. The same friends will not be available for the next academic year. So this is what exactly the change is. So facing new academic environment. See, in entire school system, we always go for spoon feeding, right? You take from government schools to corporate schools. We spoon feed them. So we give everything. We give homeworks and we instruct everybody, every student. We go to each and every student. We give all the instructions very clearly, and we pamper them in the schools also. But when they step into their later stages of the school, like junior college, higher colleges, or degree levels, and they miss this academic environment, not so caring like the teachers they used to be in their schools. This was the major issue for the students, and how they have to face this academic environment is also very very important. And this is also changing for the student. So this is really changing, becoming more responsible and independent. This is also very very important. So when they are at the home, so mother always will be there to address any issue, either it's any physical needs like hungriness or whatever they need, mother gives, or any financial issues, father addresses. But when they join the hostel, and the student itself is a mother, and he or she itself is father. So both roles the student should take up, own up. So he becomes more responsible, more independent also, because the student will never understand unless he leaves the house what the real life is. So that is where the change happens. So these are all the major areas where the students slightly get headache, slightly stressed, and if they are really intelligent, if they are really have optimistic idea, or if they are really cool enough to understand and estimate the level of change, then they will be the happiest students in their academics. So when we talk about the new change that happens, no, this is where very important point, or I can say very crucial thing for any student, is that making new friends. This is very important. Making new friends is very crucial. Sorry, making new friends, because no, this friends are like our greatest wealth. We are like this because of friends, and we are like this only because we know most of the things from the friends. So making new friends in new environment is very important. So when we join new college, new course, or new hostel, when we want to make friends, and what are the qualities that we need to possess, we need to have. The first one is be open and approachable. So this is very important. Now obviously we start smiling and greeting very positively, saying good morning, hi, hello. These are the kind of things that we talk about externally, but internally be open and approachable. So if, what do you mean by be open? Not having any secrets. It doesn't mean you have to share entire things about you, your personal things. No, not at all. But whatever information that is related to that particular academics, that particular college, or that particular period of time that where you are going to stay for some time, and for that point of time you have to be very open with your friends if you are really making any friend, new friend. And when you are open, and the other friend also, your friend would understand, yes, this person is really open minded, I can adjust with him, I can tell him anything. And when you are open minded, your friend trusts you, and vice versa also. Why you trust somebody? You trust somebody because they are open minded. If the other is not open minded, we never trust, right? And we never approach them also, we never go to their presence and ask anything, right? We never ask. So when somebody is coming and asking me, I am really open minded. If I am going to somebody and asking somebody, I am really open minded, or the other one is really open minded. And this is what, when we are open minded, so friends automatically come and they approach us, and we are also doing the same thing. And so when we are making new friends, see who is really open minded in the group, and you select them. That is how you select, and that is how they also select. So we come from so many different differences, but even then also we make friends, right? Only because of open mindedness and approach. So the second important point that we are not supposed to do while we are making new friends is this one: giving judgments. So we should never give judgments about others, because we are making new friends. Like if it is old friends, like we have been with them for 20 years or 15 years, 10 years, it's okay, you tell them what they're exactly doing, that's strong, fine. But now you're making new friends. In the initial stages, if you start judging the other person, he will never come to you. He will never share anything with you, because you cannot judge the other person's background. You may be a well-off family and the others might not, or the other may be a well-off family, you might not. The case is not the same. So judgment will never apply to the other person. So your point of view might not be the same as the other one. So if we avoid judgments, then our friends start liking us. The second one, if it's okay to miss old friends, of course, right? And now I am wearing one shirt, and last year it was not with me. Recently I bought it. And if you ask me where was your 6 years old shirt, I don't know. So this is what, like that. Many people come to our life, they stay for some time, and then they leave. And if I start crying for the people who lost or who left life, it is exactly like crying for my old shirt which I wore in sixth class. No, that is what, like, no, it's okay to leave the old friends, but new bones are waiting to be formed. So sometimes in Telugu also we have a saying. Telugulo కూడా మనకు సామెత ఉంది. సో ముందొచ్చిన చెవుల కంటే వెనుకొచ్చిన కొమ్ములు చాలా బలంగా ఉన్నాయి. So this is how, no, your new friends might be the best friends in your life, right? Not the old ones, right? I don't say that the old ones are not the best, but new friends might be the most brightest or most helpful. I don't know, you don't know. So don't bother about your old friends. And there are many platforms, especially this generation. This generation is very fortunate. There are many platforms, each and every, even it is a small college or big college, small school, big school, they are providing many opportunities from first class itself. They're providing many opportunities for the students. So you join clubs like English language club, mathematics club, physics club, chemistry club, any club, and participate in the group activities. Either it is singing competition, dancing competition, essay writing competition, or doing any experiment kind of thing, and any chemical practice, anything, inspire award kind of thing, anything that happens around you or in your college, register, participate, register, participate. And if your friend is participating, help him. No, that is how. So when we have these kind of things, we never bother about the change that is happening. So we never think about the change, right? So change has happened already. So the next important thing is, when there is a change, we talk about hostel life. When we talk about hostel life, what is the problem? Homesickness. So hostel, home, these are the two a different extreme corner of areas, right? So in the home you have a lot of love from mother, father, and in the hostel we also have love, but father and mother is missing. Then whose love we have in the hostel? Friends, like. So we have to understand, hostel is a place to learn self discipline and independence. So how you behave in the home or at home, you come from the school, you throw your bag there, you throw your shirt there, you throw chappal somewhere, and you go take bath, and again you go out, or something is ready for you to eat. But what about hostel? Hostel is entirely different, right? You have to come, you have to take your own responsibility, leave the chappals where the place is given for you, leave your shirt where the place is given for you, and leave your bag where your place is given. No? So this is what is self discipline, right? A student who was never self disciplined started being disciplined in the hostel. And what hostel teaches? Hostel teaches every student self discipline. The students who are very pampered in the house and become very, 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 very systematic in the hostel. So we have to thank hostels, right? And all the hostel wardens also, who are very strict with the students, because you are really teaching whatever the parents could not teach them properly. I'm not blaming the parents, because parents are also trying to teach, but out of love, they might not be so harsh to teach them. So hostel is the best place to learn self-discipline. There is nobody. You have to discipline yourself. If you are not self-disciplined, what happens? Your roommates will find fault with you. And that is where the problem starts. Until now, nobody pointed a single mistake with you, but in the hostel, everybody started pointing out the mistake. And now you start realizing that you are not self disciplined. And that is where the best realization starts now. So this is now, and then this self discipline leads to independence. Then we come to a stage without anybody we can lead life. That is where, no, when anybody is independent, and what else that particular independent person is required. So the next one, you may miss home and family. That's natural. So this is a common, right? But the students who stayed at home throughout their life might not be self-disciplined, right? But I can surely say that the students who stayed in the hostel are completely self-disciplined. They know how to wash their clothes. They know how to fold their clothes. They know how to keep their books properly in the order. They know how to wear their shoes. They know how to carry their bag. They know how to go to from point A to point B. These are all the qualities of a person who is really self-disciplined, right? And sometimes home might not teach us, because at home there is a lot of love. Parents always ponder on us. So it's quite natural when we go to hostel, we miss the home. That's quite natural. We should not think about it. And if you really want to have the love of the parents, there is one solution, that call your parents regularly. Regular in the sense, once in a week. Initially, you may call regularly, but once in a week. And week moves to the months. Months moves to quarterly. Quarterly moves to half yearly, and later yearly, and later we never call, right? And there is in social media there are many videos. Many students are leaving their parents in old age homes. That is too bad, right? And there is no, since you kept me in hostel, I am keeping you in the old age home. That is idiot logic, right? They kept us in the hostel for self discipline, and this simple logic we are missing, and we are arguing unnecessary. So this is what, no, we have to be in touch with our parents, because emotionally we are connected with the parents, and we cannot share many things with our friends, or all things with our friends. Then our parents come at our aid. So till you get involved in the entire new environment, it is better to have get connected with the parents, either weekly, monthly, whatever time slot that you find to call your parents. You are most welcome to call, and keep your belongings safe, and your space clean. This is very, very important. I talked about it in the self discipline only, because in the hostel you will be given some place in one room, or a half room, or quarter room, whatever room that place is given to you. And that room, that place, entire responsibility is yours only, and you have to utilize all your belongings in that particular place only. You should keep use that place, and you should not cross that place, because if you cross the border, the other side of the area is other persons, other students. So we have to utilize the minimal resources in the maximum level. We will learn. So hostel life really teaches so many things. I don't deny the fact that we really miss our home, but hostel teaches whatever the home cannot teach. This is very, very important, that when we really want to adapt or embrace the change, so we have to accept the truth that home is not a hostel. So that is very, very important. And what are the precautions that one student should take when he's going for hostels or changing areas, courses? The first thing, and we are living in a digital era, we carry mobiles, desktops, laptops, so many things, digital gadgets. So, and again, we have digital transaction like financial transactions like uh, Google Pay, whatever ATMs we use. There are so many things we use. And this is the first thing that the students should know. Don't share your passwords or personal items with anyone. This is very, very important. Even if he or she is the best and the best of the best friend, don't share your passwords, because we don't know what happens when we share. So it's the first thing that you have to remember, very clear about the passwords and don't share. And the second, be careful about food and hygiene. At teenage, you go out and eat on so many in so many places, different places. The food looks very colorful and tastes very nice, and we go and eat, and we don't know how the food reacts when it is inside. And there are so many food poison cases, as we have seen on news channels. In so many hotels, so many food poison cases, and many people are affected. Most of them are teenagers. So we have to be very, very careful. In the hostel, normally they give the best food, and the food is not good, you bring to the notice of the hostel warden. If it is still not solved, you go and consult your parents, and they will see that it is resolved. And if the problem food is not good in the hostel, and what is the solution? Going out to the hotel and eat? No, that is not the solution. So outside food is not at all good. It looks hygiene outside, but inside we don't know. So this is very, very important for all the students when they are going and joining new colleges, hostels. Avoid bad company. This is very, very important. And so when we are in search, wherever we go, we search for the friends for the first time. When we are searching for the friends, we have to be very careful and pick the best. And when we pick the best, we are doing the second thing also at the same time. We are really neglecting the rest. So whatever you select the best that you feel, that is good, and you are already started doing, avoiding the bad. And the second thing is peer pressure. This is very, very important. You avoid them. What is peer pressure? There are 5 students in the room, and you are one of them, and all 4 of them wanted to go for recreation outside at 7:30 p.m. or 9:30 p.m. and they want to celebrate their birthday. One of their friends' birthday is there, and 4 of them are willing. And friend is not your roommate. Somebody from your college he may be a day scholar, and all 4 students are pressuring you or insisting you to come along with them. Now it is in your hands whether you go or not. If you say no, you are a hero. If you say yes, I don't know what happens. This is what, no? So this is what a peer pressure is. How one handles this peer pressure is very, very important. Most of the time, 99% of the students, they never say no at teenage. But there will be 1% they say yes, and they are the successful. And so let us avoid a peer pressure by intellectuality, by being little bit careful. And next, respect hostel rules. This is very, very important. When you are supposed to come by 9 p.m., you have to be there by 9 p.m. and you should not come at 10 p.m. and then argue with the hostel warden. And when you start doing this, you are a problematic student or problematic hostel mate. And nobody will tell you, but everybody knows it. This is one thing. And respect your fellow students. This is also important. When you start respecting, others would understand. What do? They also do the same thing, right? So this is what very, very important. So these are the precautions that we need to take. And one more thing, seek help if you feel unsafe or unwell. For example, if there are 5 to 10 students in the room, if you are not feeling very safe, you seek help from the hostel warden. If it is not resolved, there are so many platforms that are there. Government is providing so many platforms where you can go and register your case, especially emotionally. When sometimes if you are upset, if you are not able to balance well You talk to your friends. If they are also able to solve it, you talk to your parents. If they are not able to solve it, there are counselors in your college, school, or any place there, wherever you go. You talk to them, talk with counselors. They try to counsel, they try to understand, they try to guide you. Even if it is not solved also, then you go for many other platforms. There are n number of platforms, but it is in the hands of the students how that particular student makes use of those platforms very effectively. That is very, very important. And these are the precautions that we have to take. And the next important thing is taking care of yourself. Because when you are home, your mother takes care of yourself and you never take care, and your father takes care of yourself. Mother takes care about your physical needs, and your father takes care about your financial needs. This is how they are. But what happens when you are in the hostel? The first thing is we don't eat properly. And we say, and we see, we have seen so many cases. They join the school or college hostel. After 1 month, they want to leave the hostel. The only one reason they tell, you know what that reason is? Food is not good. Not hostel food padtaledu. This is only one reason most of the students leave their hostels. They will never tell any other reason except this reason. And parents also get convinced because they love more their kids, right? They think their food is important than the whatever exactly they are supposed to do at that place. So eat well, sleep enough, and stay active. These are the very, very how to stay active, sleep enough. This is sorry, sleep enough. So we are living in a digital era again. I told you like we have mobile phones. We start watching at mobile phone late night, and there is a class in the morning, and we don't even get up right time, and we will be late or we don't go to class. So this is the you self discipline means what? You have to have. No, this is where I switch off my phone and keep it aside. Only one time. And the second one, stay active. Have some physical exercise kind of thing in the hostel, maybe outside. You have grounds in the colleges. Make use of grounds. There are so many um, mm, uh, uh, activities that you can do: running, jumping, or anything. Do it and be active, and spend some time in the ground. Then only we can be active. So then the next one is how we can take care of ourselves is balance study and fun. This is very, very important. New college, new hostel, new friends, new jokes, lot of chit chatting, and nobody studies. Forget about academics. So the primary thing for which one joins any college, any school is academics, right? And the secondary or the next one is fun or anything else. But the primary thing is academics, no? So we have to balance academics with the fun, not leaving all academics and having all the fun. And only when coming to the colleges, whenever there are functions like welcome party, farewell party, college day, no. So concentrate on your academics. It doesn't mean that you should not have the fun, but you can have the fun, but with a limited thing. And the next, maintain a diary or a journal. Why journal or a diary? You start writing diary, you start registering what exactly you have done on that particular day. One fine day when you read, or maybe in 2025, if I had written any diary, if I go through in 2025 or 26, I would understand how well I spent or how badly I spent the previous year. So I can get track of my entire activity of the last year, because we tend to forget our daily activities, because the day is over today and the next day I have my own activities, and yesterday I forget slowly, and I don't know day before yesterday. And nobody will tell us what exactly happened in 2020 on this day. No, but when if there is a diary, we can open. I'll tell you, you can open diary and you can read out. This is what exactly happened. So it is exactly like maintaining our own history. Writing a diary is maintaining our own history of track record. So our journey, how we are exactly continuing our academics. And the next, tell someone if you feel lonely or anxious. And it's okay to ask for support. And there are so many movies that are coming up, and hero is shown is a very supreme, and is all above. And in real life, nothing will be like that. In real life, we have to help others, we have to take help from others, and it is okay asking help from others. If I don't know what mathematics is, I can ask my friend and clarify my doubts in mathematics. If I'm very poor in physics, I can go to the friend who is very excellent in physics. I can spend some time, or I can request my friend to tell me. And if for that matter, if I start doing it, my friend also would understand that I am very poor in physics, and he would help me. This is a tough topic, and you have to be very careful when you are reading this. This is what happens. So it is not that I don't ask anybody anything. No, not like any kind of ego kind of thing. So leave all egos. If you need anything, if you're feeling something anxious, you want to do something, you go to your friend who can console you, who can guide you. Or you go to teachers. Next step, you tell them, you ask them, they will guide you rightly. Or if you are not comfortable with the teachers, you go to some counselors. There are so many counselors available nowadays, psychologists, psychiatrists. Call them on phone also, they are available. Make appointments. They may charge some fee, but they'll give you more than fee whatever you pay. So this is what no, we have to find the solution for our anxiousness. This is one thing. And we have to find the help for our neediness. This is very, very important. And what to carry while moving to hostel and colleges, most of the time this will be taken care by our parents, because we are new, and our parents are so clear, or so careful, or so lovable in giving everything that we need. And sometimes there are so many things that we don't need also, they will give. That is also one problem. So basic documents, your ID proofs, whatever college is asking you, admission letter, college admission letter, or hostel admission letter, and required passport photos, and number of photos, because wherever you are staying or wherever you are going to stay, there might not be any shops available. So if you keep them ready, it will be good. Personal hygiene items like soaps, shampoos, toothbrushes, and these are all the very, very basic things that normally we have to carry, because we cannot use others. So we have to have, sorry, our own personal hygienic tool. And basic medical kit also, it's very essential for all of us to carry. Though hostel has it, it's very useful if we have our own basic medical kit, like common medicines, like whatever medicines normally we use when we have fever, cold. So such kind of prescriptions according to the doctor, by the time you go to hostel, you might be reaching 12, 13, 14, 15 years. So by the time you have your own medical track record, following those that track record, if you have your own medical kit, personal medical kit, that would be helpful for you to stay very confident in the hostel. So next, stationery and material like books, notebooks, and pencils, erasers, scales, compass. And these are all the basic things that we have to know. And these are all the things. Sometimes parents might not know what exactly you need. You have to tell the parents, this is what I need. And you have to convince. Sometimes parents might not understand what you exactly need, because they're busy with their own work. So it's a responsibility of the student to tell them, this is what I want. And if the parents ask why, you have to convince. That is one thing. Bedding, bucket, essential utensils. If hostel, though hostel has this everything, and we have to confirm, if it is not having, it's better to have our own utensils kind of thing. That's better. And these are all the basic things that we need to have when we are moving to the hostel. And the finally, stay on your target, right? Set daily and weekly goals. This is very, very important. The movement, when we move out of our home, we feel that we are very free. Freedom comes to us. we can do whatever we want to do. But that is where the problem is. So when we are away, we should be more responsible. So because how we can be responsible, the first one is stay targeted on the academics. The first thing how one can be targeted at the academics is setting this daily goals, weekly goals, and this day I have to do this. At the evening, I have to review it whether have I achieved that particular goal that I set for that particular day. After 1 week, review on Sunday. Have I done it? If not, why I was not able to do? If yes, next week how better I can do. This is what the track record, progress, self-checking of track record. And the next, surround yourself with the positive and driven peers. Positive driven peers. What is this positiveness? Sometimes what happens if you join the hostel, if you say, I want to get the first rank in the school, or I want to get the first class in the college, I want to be the topper of the college. If you say this, your friends might laugh. But there is one friend who says, yes, that is good idea. You study well, you will get. So that is the positiveness of that particular friend. So everybody started laughing at you, but one person said, yes, you can do it. That is what. So when one can surround with such kind of students, and that student damn sure that he is going to win academics, and celebrate small achievements, so they lead to the big achievement. For example, if you got good marks in first exam or first semester, so we have to celebrate it. You have to tell your friends, you have to tell your parents, relatives. So this is what I am doing. Then they think that you are doing good. When they start thinking about you, they start asking about you. When they start asking about you, they will ask you, and last time you told me that you got good marks, what about this semester? When they ask, if the score is good than previous one, you can tell confidently. If it is not good, you can't tell, right? So when we tell everybody, then you are telling that you have achieved something, and the next time they will be expecting more, right? And if we want to reach their expectations, again we have to work more. So I have to get more marks than the previous one. That is the second thing. That so we work more. And next, stay connected with your values and long term dreams. Your long term dream, goal, achievement, or mission may be something else, somewhere else, settling in some other country, or maybe settling in the biggest company, or starting a startup with a new company, or anything. But stay connected with the values. What are the values? What values do you have? And what are the company values that you wanted to establish? So all the values, they are framed from the family, and they will be continued in the hostel, and they will be there in the company or in the institution where you are going to work. So they will be continuing with you, in you, and wherever you go, they follow you. So this is our. So we should have our own values. And the next, take breaks when needed. So what is this? Take breaks. So during the examination, reading throughout the night, and if there is no exams, no roaming throughout the night. No, this is the biggest task, right? So work consistency, study consistency, plan, tasks, daily schedule, weekly goals. So if there is a consistency, normally in the hostel they give the timetable and they follow also, but some students might not follow. And when you go to higher levels, nobody is there to monitor you. And because when nobody is there to monitor you, that is a big problem, because you have to monitor yourself. And that is where self discipline comes into picture. So when self discipline comes into picture, and that is where responsibility is the big task. So it is our responsibility. So if we focus on all of the points, then we will be really on our target only. Then it's very easy for us to complete the target that we are supposed to complete in that particular academic year, or in that particular school, or in that particular college or hostel. So finally, I would like to say, tell that change is compulsory. There will be change in everybody's life, but how you welcome the change is very, very important. That decides our life. One might be welcoming it with very love, preparedness, with positive note. The other might not be doing it in the same way. And there will be change in their way of life, way of delivering of the content, whatever they are learning, or way of talking, and it will be decided how they accept the change. So finally, I suggest everybody, you accept the change fully, with love, with readiness. Next, learn from new experiences and grow every day. So growth happens every day. It's not one day activity. I can't plant apple seed and tomorrow I can't expect a fruit from that seed. No. There is a gestation period for everything, and we have to wait. Not simply waiting, planting and going away somewhere. No, you have to give water, sunlight, manure, everything you have to provide. Then it gives. If the entire climate and everything is good, then we get the fruits. Our life is also like that. And if you give your timetable, schedule, daily goals, weekly goals, monthly targets, semester targets very completely, this is how one student grows. So this is how one student learns from its own experiences. In the first semester, I could not do well. Introspection, you think about it, why I could not do well. In the second semester, how I should get prepared, how I should get ready. This is what where we have to concentrate. The next, stay positive, adaptable, and kind. These are the very, very big words actually. And there's no time, I can't talk right now all of it, but stay positive means what? You accept it. Look at on the good of that. If there is a change in the hostel also, they are bringing some new rule in the hostel, you look the good side of the rule, not the bad side of the rule. You adapt the rule, and be kind to others also, or be kind to the rules also sometimes. So this is very, very important. When you stay positive, it's very easy for you to adapt any rule or anything or any change. And remember, you are not alone, even in the hostel or in the world or anywhere in the college. But sometimes in the hostel, what do we feel? Though we are surrounded by 500 students, we feel lonely. That is where we are going into the stress. That is where we are going into the depression. The moment that you feel that you are feeling alone, lonely, so your depression starts. You start thinking about parents. Then you have to go and consult your friend. Like I told, teachers and counselors. There are so many platforms available, and you have to focus on them. And some same times, if you go and meet the same kind of student, that student is feeling exactly like you. If you both talk together, and what would you get? Nothing. More stress, more depression, because everybody is like that, and we find the solution for that. So this is how we have to embrace our change, or this is how we have to get ready or get prepared ourselves to embrace the change. Then when we embrace or when we welcome the change that is happening in our life positively, then the new chapter begins very positively. Then nobody can stop us, and we will be the very successful student, not only for that academic year. When we do it for one academic year, and obviously it will continue throughout the academics. When we complete the academics, the same habit continues in the life also. And all the very best students who are going to start their new phase in their life, and if you really take all the points positively, they'll show some impact on your life. Thank you very much for listening to me very patiently. Thank you. All the very best. Thank you, sir, for giving this golden opportunity for me. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, you can stop sharing the screen, Gurucharan. Thank you very much, Gurucharan. It was wonderful
One
that
minute,
you
sir.
have done a great job. No, it was very nice that listening to you. No, you made how we can make our life better and all. It was a comprehensive session. No, I hope that everybody enjoyed it and they will definitely implement whatever the guidance that you have given through your session. And subscribe the channel, all of you, so that you can listen to the future sessions also. And I'm sure that Guru Charan is always there for the uh, making the students career a better career. Thank you, Charan, for always sharing your knowledge and caring the people and making the society a better society and a happier society. Thank you very much. Thank you and have a great time. Once
Sir,
again, I
thank
thank
you very
you.
much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I'll be coming up with many other topics also, simple topics. Maybe sometimes simple topics also enlighten students and the teachers also. Sometimes I talk about the teachers also, some topics. And thank you very much for giving me this golden opportunity, sir. Thank you very much, sir. See you, sir. Thank you. Bye bye, sir.
Thank you, Guru Charan. Thanks for uh, your supporting hand that in future you'll be taking some sessions. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take,
Stay
sir. Sure, sir.
tuned.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Right, sir. See you, sir. Bye, sir.